another episode of Coffee and Comedy with your boy DJ Malas. And you know your host, Rezah Forbes, the one that's always joining to my numbers. You know, you can actually get him from here. He's gonna talk a bit here, a lot of his nonsense and stuff, but that's the drill, that's how we go.
Nonsense is my language and my body can't stop doing this because that's what it's about. Like you said, it's coffee and comedy time right here on Cape Town TV, taking you till 10:30 p.m. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media pages and there you can catch everything and all your favorite episodes. My guest today is the one and only stand-up comedian as well as radio personality, Wayne Mckay. But before we get into that, let's see what's trending on my timeline. Take the move.
Did you think it was wrong? Do you find that it's worse than it was?
Yes, people, this is the part of the show we call What's Trending on My Timeline, where I look at a couple of things that's actually trending. And obviously what I do is I try and tailor it towards our guest, who is Wayne Mckay, joining us. And the coolest thing about Wayne is that everywhere he goes, he wears himself on his t-shirts. It's amazing. If you mark his sweat to see, but it's definitely amazing. One thing that I love about Mitchell's Lane, from Mitchell's Lane,
That's correct.
is the weather.
Yeah.
The weather's always great. What's the thing you love most about Mitchell's Lane?
I like the people. The weather's like here and there, but the people are extremely fantastic.
That's
They're here and there.
crazy.
One day they, it's like in my road. One day they're like very nice. The next day they're my car.
Well, that's
you don't
nice.
know. You don't know if you must lock yourself up or whatever the case may be. But other than that, they're cool.
I love it. And if maybe you want to go to the beach, you can go to the beach, check out the weather. Because that's what we did in our first trending video. Just
Okay.
enjoy the beach.
Okay. That's a different type of wave. I've never seen anything like that. That looked like level 1B.
That is definitely,
That two dogs looked like they took an Uber. They were like,
definitely in it.
where they gonna go? Beach
But
ride.
animals are crazy during this time. Do you have any animals?
Yes, I have. I have a dog. It's a small dog. We don't know what the name is of the dog, but we just know it's a Malone.
A Malone.
Malone. He changes his hair and stuff changes all the time.
That's crazy.
This dog is a crazy dog.
I
This
love
dog,
that.
And the dog, like if you're making food at home, then the dog will just like you just turn your back and you look at it, won't be something.
Put this stuff.
Yeah.
But I love that. And I love the fact that you say, you spoke about change of the dog. A change take.
Yeah, it change.
Because something that can change is roles as well. Because a wind would blow. But
Yeah.
it's crazy, like you're saying, that the wind stir no
I
report.
must stir. It's like that.
Susan was the next video.
Okay.
The roles was changed.
Yeah, let's see. The cat. Oh my God! It's not even the cat in the hat anymore. It's like, oh, things have changed.
Things have changed.
Since COVID, everything has changed.
You don't know what's normal.
say- no,
but
not-
us is chasing the cat. It's
Oh,
crazy.
my
It's
word.
crazy. One thing that I'm scared of is ghosts. Do you have
Okay.
a fear?
Not exact. No, not much for ghosts as well, because I'm from the Cape Flats. I've killed a lot of ghosts, and one comes, then they tell the others, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa,
That's
don't
that's
go
crazy.
there. Don't go there." Yeah.
That's crazy. Don't go there. And I think that's a statement for our next video for a ghost.
Okay.
Because it's very crazy if the ghost is gay.
Oh my word! Let's just check. Holy love.
Ghost, please, no. I'm married for 14 years. They will do.
That's in English, yes. Holy love. That ghost is like, that's not even an
Crazy.
intrusion, and I can see in the underwear that the ghost.
It's
That looks
crazy.
like- that looks like underwear that expired a couple
Oh,
of
my
years ago.
word.
Yeah. Even if it's a black and white, like, oh, I'm not gonna wear that to sleep.
Definitely. Listen, before we take an air break, I have to show you the best South African sandwich.
Okay.
Best. You probably had this before. I've never had it. I'm not sure if you had it.
Okay, let's see.
When people think you're from South Africa, then they think you're Tarzan from the jungle. But they don't know how our sandwiches are the best sandwiches.
Nou sê gou net vir my, hoe kos my op jou botaal met 'n lipo? Het julle daar nie messe daar nie? Of julle messe vuil? My goodness, you make a life difficult, girlfriend.
Some butter and
Ah,
peanut butter.
die peanut butter is dik aangesmeer. Hy's mos nie digestible, jy gaan nie, hy kan swallow nie. Ek kom net 'n glas water. Oh my goodness. Oh, smaak net even.
Go ahead and add some cheese to the
Cheese!
sandwich.
As jy betoon het van wanneer friet ons kaas en peanut butter, hy's mos nie 'n normal combination nie. Jy mad waar in South Africa bly jy?
You know what? The cheese just brings out a nice flavor.
And you know, this is a
Go
recipe
ahead
for
and add some
constipation, my
pasta to
lovey.
that
Oh no, jy sal nie kan vir 'n party.
too.
Jy plek van die ons bietjie waar bly jy, maar ons friet is sulke goed waar ek bly nie.
A
Oh no.
beautiful South African
Oh
sandwich.
no.
Craziness.
No, that is That is what is a permanently constipated. That is like, say, can you see a pull where I saw that little easy.
Man, we're gonna take a quick ad break. When we come back, we're chatting to Mr. Wayne Mckay. Don't go too far. See you now. Yes, people, welcome back. You're still watching Coffee and Comedy with myself, Rezah Chats. DJ Mullis doing the crazy things. I absolutely love him. Our guest today is Mr. Wayne Mckay himself. A lot of people says Wayne McCain,
Yeah.
but McCain is the chips.
No, it's actually the frozen veg in aisle number 4. That's, it's
Very
McKay.
specific.
Very specific because it's surname, it's Mckay, M-C-K-A-Y, because it's a Scottish surname.
Oh.
Scottish, yeah, Scottish. And some people, when they see me, they say, hi, Mr. McCain. I'm like, that is frozen veg in frozen veg. Yeah.
And I'm sure he definitely got that a lot of the time because people mispronounce my name all the time as well. And that's when I decided to actually educate them.
Yeah.
Be like, kykie, jy gaan 'n joke skryf oor dit en dis hoe jy dit pronounce.
Yes.
Do you find situations a lot when you get irritated by something or you just want to educate people and then you actually have a comedy set on it?
Yes, a lot of things with people in general.
Yeah.
Even with the whole thing with, like, for example, if you are busy on your laptop and you've got earphones on, people just walk in and they speak to you as if you can hear them because you could be busy, like DJ Mullis. That's why he's got his one ear open. The one is for the music and the one is for whatever might come in there. And you speak, people just talk to you like for 5 minutes and you're like, huh? The people are there. So that irritates me. So I've got to educate you. I say, listen, if you see me with earphones on, that means I can see you, but I can't hear you. So if you want to say something, ask me, hal up. That's the
Definitely.
hal up and then go here. And that's how you start the conversation as to drips and drabs. The same with people with masks. With, people walking with masks. They come, they've got a mask on, but a mask is, it says it must cover the nose and the mouth, not just the mouth. And because of COVID all over, COVID comes through the nose, not the mouth. So Jem with you, because some people they have freak, man. They have freak. Just looks like they need a mask for the entire, just the eyes must stick out. That is why I say that irritates me about people.
Do you know what's crazy about Wayne? I don't know if a lot of people tell you this, but I definitely know this for sure because I have lots of conversations with you. Wayne, jy praat baie. Regtig, jy. No, like
it does.
you ask Wayne something and then Wayne can go on forever and ever and ever.
You see, now that was before Duracell batteries, and that's what happened. Once the battery's in and you fully charged, you can go. So you can go. Unless you have a time like this lady, she's got a time out 5, 4, 3, are you back? Then I know, and that's what I do. So I love to
Crazy.
talk. Talking is important. You know, when I was in COVID-19 and you haven't seen people for months, when I saw people after that month, like 6 months later, I see someone like, who was it? I speak, I talk from January till June. That person said to me, listen, I've got permanent COVID. Can you leave me off now? I'm like, okay, cool. But see you next week. And that's what happened, DJ Mullis. So that's why I just shut up.
Die bra praat so met die mense afie sit. Hier's maar by the camera people. He's speaking to, hello. like the show is here, Wayne. Let's keep it here.
Okay.
Craziness. Do you know an interesting fact is that Wayne impacted my life in more ways than one. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Wayne was my mentor during a competition, and I was like the only comedian in like 6,000 people. And Wayne, you mentored me back then, but that's not the impact I'm talking about that you had in my life. The impact you had in my life is more deep and personal than this.
Okay.
It's because when you invited me to come play at your gig, to perform at your gig, right?
Yes.
Now, me as a typical colored thing is that colored boys sometimes grow up without their fathers.
Yes.
So I haven't met my biological father for 21 years. Then you invited me to come perform at your gig. And I actually met for the first time my biological father's sister, which is my aunt, at your show.
Oh my word.
And she came to me, she's like, do you know who I am? And I was like, me, Mr. Wayne, security, who's this, please? And then she's like, no, I'm actually your aunt and whatever. And since that moment, I was in connection with my real father. So that's a quite impact.
No, I'm glad in many ways that I thank you for that, sharing that. That is very important to still have that connection. Family
Yes.
is very important. I was doing a show. I just want to quickly relate to what you were saying. Is I was doing an event a couple of years ago out on the West Coast, Saldanha Bay area.
Yes.
And it was for a corporate, and I normally go back the next day after I've performed. And I was walking to this Weskus mall. It was a new mall.
Yeah.
And I'm just walking in between the people, just normal check-in, nuwe mall like
Yeah.
vir se wat hang en alles daai. And just keeping to myself, keeping on, and then someone spotted me, and this guy said, "Oh, you Wayne Mckay?" I'm like, "Yeah, moet ek nou sê of het nou ek is, you know?" But he said Wayne Mckay, not Wayne Mckay.
Yeah.
But as a Mckay, I said, "No, sorry, I
That's
don't know
not
what you're talking.
me.
It's not me, you know." And then he said to me, "You know, Wayne, my mother is she's passed away, but she was a huge fan of your work." I'm like, "Okay, no, my condolences."
Yeah.
But then he said to me, the one interesting thing about the thing is that his mother passed away from cancer.
Wow.
But when she had a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And the one thing that really helped her during that pain was the comedy, because she would be in the room and they would play my DVD, my CD, as they call it, DVD in the room. And she was screaming of laughter.
Wow.
And people that a person was going through cancer and she
pains
passed
like
away.
that.
But he said to me, it was such a relief for them because to get I'm like, jeepers,
You didn't know the
I
impact
didn't know
you
the
have
impact of
sometimes.
what,
And
so,
that is the crazy part sometimes of comedy, where people are like, you actually don't know the impact that you have on people's lives. And I think you impacted DJ Malus live as well, because hy het ge-Uber into. So, want hy het sy seat gevat. DJ Malus, you have a question for Mr. Mckay?
It's not actually a question, it's just like there's actually like an inspirational story, you know, because at the end of the day, it's a lot of people that, like you say, you don't know whose life you're impacting at the end of the day. Because I went through a lot of similar things, like where I had people in the UK listening to my stuff. When I did, and depression is a big problem to everybody. We all suffer from it. Like, for example, I'm one of the people that suffer from depression. And for me to actually watch other people like fulfill their dreams and things, it makes me happy, gets me out of my thing, because I have those dreams that I want to go for. So at the end of the day, you don't know who you're helping, who you actually making life easier for, you know?
I love that. And it's the
that's
truth. It's the truth, because I get people also messaging me and saying, yo, you know, I went through a tough time, whatever, but watching the comedy was actually, it helps. And do you find sometimes that relief for you when you're actually on stage or you're talking about something? Does it relieve you also in a certain way?
Definitely, in many ways, because sometimes as a comedian, I'm always evolving, putting new things together in terms of material, etc. And the one thing I live off when I'm performing in front of a live audience is improv. And when you're performing for an audience and they're all over the show, and you will hear there's a certain group of people, or there's a certain person while you're performing. This person is taking it to another level of laughter. Then you know this is you doing something great. So for me, it's all about personally being personal with people when you talk, because they can relate to like this mouse that you were showing there. I can do comedy about mice and I'm like, but people can relate. So it doesn't matter if you're from Constantia or you're from somewhere in Manenberg or whatever. people can relate. And
I
that's
love
important.
that. I love that. Who is your biggest critic? I'm guessing it's your wife because in every relationship I've been in, you funny at first, like, yeah, stop it, it's so fun. Stop it, man. 6 months go by, is everything a joke to you? So I'm a joke. So I'm now a joke. You don't take anything serious. Is your wife your biggest critique or your biggest
no,
supporter?
no. I'm my biggest critic.
Okay.
I rather prefer it that way. So they basically just, they look at it, they're like, you're improving.
Yeah.
All they say is like, you're improving.
Yeah.
But no, like, you get constructive criticism because I normally get that from either past directors or editors that writes for entertainment.
Yes.
They would watch what I do and then they do a review on that. So I normally take their review into consideration. I look at it because they don't give it to you as from a friend's point of view, but from a critic, and then they'll tell you. And then I work on that. I say you must
crazy.
always work on your craft.
I love that. Listen, we're going to take a quick ad break. When we come back, we're playing That Makes Sense. Because does it really? Find out after the break. Yes, people, welcome back to it. You're still watching Coffee and Comedy with Rezah Chats. DJ Malus giving us that vibes. He's making Wayne's legs move in a way that's very... Normally he has to warm up for this first, but no gooi in it. We are joined by Wayne Mckay, spending the day with him, and we're going to be playing a game called That Makes Sense. And Izzy is gonna be telling us what the game is about. She is from America. When someone said that we have an American on the show, to raak ik bang, I'm like, oh my word, the cat. And they're like, no.
Yeah, this is my chappies and cars, like
Yeah,
Wakanda forever.
but it's not. So what are we doing today, Izzy?
All right, so the game, That Makes Sense. Here's how it goes. You will each choose one slip of paper from this hat, which has a profession on it. So it could be lawyer, doctor, teacher, anything.
Okay.
And then I will choose one sentence from this bucket, which has a sentence on it, a random sentence. It could be anything.
Okay.
And I'll show it to both of you. So you both get the sentence. Everybody, the camera sees the sentence, everybody. And then you each have to say the sentence as the profession that you chose.
Okay.
And
Wayne's
then-
pretty good at that.
But then you have to guess. You have to try and do a little guessing game. What's your profession? Now you're saying
So
the
I'm not
sentence
showing
in.
Wayne my profession.
Yes.
So Wayne, you mustn't look.
I won't
Okay.
look.
Exactly.
So
All right, who's going first?
I'll go first.
Okay. I'm not looking. I'm using my lazy eye.
Let me see it first. Don't look, Wayne.
I'm not looking. That's why I'm looking beyond there.
Okay.
brain.
All right, now it's your turn. You can choose one as well.
Okay, I'm choosing. I'm choosing. Rezah is not looking at all. I'm opening it. And no, I'm not done yet. And I'm showing it to the camera. There. And then I'm closing it again. And I'm keeping it to me.
Okay.
All right, is everybody ready for
I'm
the
ready.
sentence?
I'm ready. I'll go first.
Okay.
Here is your sentence.
Boys and girls, take out your homework.
Boys and girls, take out your homework.
Okay.
Okay.
Simple sentence.
So I'll go first.
All right.
Where's your mask? Everybody, boys and girls, take out your homework.
Okay. So profession is a teacher. Or, no, sorry, military kind of a sergeant.
Almost.
Colonel.
Almost. It's someone as a figure in South Africa.
That is
This
a police
tall.
commissioner. It's Beckett Taylor.
Wow.
Well done. Well
Well
done.
done.
Okay.
Thank you very
Your
much.
turn.
right.
Mine is,
No, you must say the sentence.
yes, I got the
Same
sentence.
sentence.
Boys and girls, you must take out your homework.
I think it's Donald Trump.
No. No. No.
Who does this?
No, it's like because a witch does.
That would be a traditional hilo. Something.
Yeah, it's like a witch doctor.
Okay,
Witch
okay.
doctor.
Next
cool.
profession.
All right, next profession.
Oh, okay. I'll just wait for
Okay.
that. Okay.
Okay, don't look.
Okay, I'm not looking. I'll take mine, yeah. Okay. Okay, so must I check mine quickly?
I'm not looking.
Okay, this is my one. The name. There we go.
All right.
And put it back in.
Are we ready for the sentence?
Yes.
Yes, sire.
Here it is.
The sentence is, uh-oh, I can't taste and smell. Like COVID. Okay, so
Everyone
I'll go
good?
first.
All right.
Listen, I don't know what you did with the money that your mommy gave for the musical instruments or your musical school. But when you sing, I can't taste or smell. Who am I? All I have to say is when you sing, it's so terrible that I can't taste or smell. This is not for you. Maybe next year, but not this year. Bye-bye.
Oh, that is from a TV series called From Idol.
Yes.
So it could be Randall.
That is
Abrams.
correct. Look at this man, people. All right, go.
This is.
Okay, mine is, listen here. When I speak, you can't taste or smell. And that is why I said, you can't taste or smell. Voorwaarts. Hos. Pagamisa.
I don't know. That's definitely a Russian accent.
No. No, but try again.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. No.
No, Arnold is stolen. Arnold will say, I'll be back. It's not that.
So who's this?
It is, can I say?
You can
okay,
say.
it's a guy, he's Afrikaans,
Okay.
but he
Steve
speaks-
Hofmeyr.
Steve Hofmeyr, yeah.
Okay. Like Steve sounded very Russian there.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened once he drinks Russian beer. It does sometimes happen. Okay, this is the next one. I think we still have time for more. Okay.
I'm looking away.
Oh.
Okay. I'm looking away.
Okay, then I'll do mine here quickly. Okay, and that is the...
All right, we ready for the sentence?
Yes, we are.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to say this one, so I'll
Weinberg,
give this up to you.
Weinberg, kom ze samen.
Okay, Weinberg, Sama.
Okay.
Sama.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you a clue. It's not a person, but it's something. Weinberg! Weinberg! Kuzisama!
Okay, that could be, he said it's not a person.
It's not like it's a label or anything.
Oh, okay. So there will be an elderly person, like a Ummi or Muslim
Yes,
person,
yes.
walking for a taxi
Okay.
and asking, Weinberg, kom maar heen toe."
But it's not a ummi.
It's like an elderly person, like an
Yes.
old gentleman.
Yes.
Like a grandpa.
Yeah.
There we go. Lovely. Okay,
Okay. There, right, okay. So, what's this? Show me the sentence again.
go. Weinberg, Weinberg, Kuzisama.
Okay. Ja. Zit recht daar, zit recht. Zit recht. Weinberg. Kom jij samen. Zit daar. Weinberg. Zit jij maar daar. Zit maar daar. Weinberg. Wat heb ik weer al gezegd? Weinberg. Zit daar. Zit daar. Jay, jouw ma. Moet niet van mij zeggen jouw ma, niet jouw mama weer. Jay zit daar. Jouw ma daar. En Weinberg achter. Klaar. Dat is amper tijdverbrek. What does that mean?
Honestly, that sounded like everybody in Mitchell's play. Do I get the clue?
The clue is it's a person that stamps authority.
Authority.
Yeah, authoritarian, a person that's in charge of.
Not Cyril.
No.
Because that would be very weird if Cyril.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. Can you tell me?
I'll tell you, it's a teacher.
Oh, lovely.
Teacher telling
Wayne Mckay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. You definitely win the game because I skipped twice. But thank you so much for joining us. It's been an honor having you here today. Until next time, people, same time, same place, Fridays from 10 till 10:30. Follow us on social media. Catch this episode on YouTube.
Stay low.